Hello, this is David. Welcome to Part 2, Topic 5, Dowd, Chapter 7 from Measuring Market Risk. And that chapter is really about extreme value theorems. So the title is Parametric Approaches to Extreme Value. Although let's note that anytime we're talking about extreme value approaches, we probably do mean a parametric approach as opposed to a simulation. Probably that's what we mean, and we'll see why in just a second. And the associated workbook here is T5.32.7 EVT. EVT stands for Extreme Value Theory, or Extreme Value Theorems if you like. It's reading 32 in Part 2 FRM. 7, of course, because this is Chapter 7. Now that workbook contains several worksheets. However, notice I have them tagged currently as low relevance for the exam, and I'm going to maintain that for now, because the complexity here so far seems to outpace the actual exam. So, for example, I have illustrated a Freschetta distribution. That is a special case of the GEV distribution that we tend to use for financial returns. So very interesting. However, so far, we certainly haven't been tested on that in any quantitative way, so I'll keep a low there. And the particular interest here, really at the heart of this chapter, are the computation of value at risk and expected shortfall for our most prominent EVT distribution. So that's illustrated in the spreadsheet, and this section is somewhat of a time-consuming study. However, I'm going to maintain the low relevance here simply because, to my knowledge, the calculations here have never been asked on the FRM. So far, it's really a qualitative understanding, and I think we'll see that the learning outcomes mostly bear that out. But first, Dowd frames what we're doing here with the problem of extreme values. And this shares a lot with what we see in operational risk, which is to say that in risk measurement, we typically like to characterize specify a distribution. That's really the hard art of it. And then we can ask questions about the distribution. And oftentimes, we're asking questions maybe if it concerns economic capital, regulatory capital, even value at risk, that there are bad outcomes, but not necessarily extreme. Now, when we get into extreme, we're really into that area of low frequency, high impact, or high severity events. And the basic problem, by definition, and this is why I say it shares a lot in common with operational risk, and why this EVT approaches are applicable in operational risk, as well as we're in currently in market risk, topic 5, is that by definition we have few data points in the extreme tail. If we're talking about catastrophic events, once in a lifetime events, well, we don't have much data. So Dowd starts this chapter with a discussion about how it's just our parameters, our models are uncertain by definition. So we're almost over into tail